Good evening, everyone, and welcome along to another RWA Productions. And tonight we are previewing our games for the playoff semi-finals, first leg ties with Sunderland versus Luton with T-Boys TV, and also we have got Coventry City versus Middlesbrough, so we'll be doing quick score predictions on those as well. So let's introduce everyone. So we've got Acacia here tonight. Good evening, Acacia.
Evening.
We've got Paul Wilson on our bottom left.
Good evening, everybody.
I think you should know him by now. He's a similar face on this channel all the time. And you should know this man as well, T-Boys TV. He's been on this channel more times than Tiger Woods has. Good evening, Tyler.
Good evening, mate.
Good evening. So, tonight we're going to just get straight on with it. Sunderland versus Luton. First tie on Saturday evening, 5:30 kickoff. Obviously, Luton's allocation has sold out, so fair play to Luton for coming up all the way from, I think it's Bedfordshire. I think it is. Yeah. So fair play to them coming all the way from there on Saturday night as well. Won't be getting home till about 1 a.m., 2 a.m. in the morning, I think. Yeah. By the time that's finished. And also Sunderland sold out their home end as well. 45,000 is the attendance apparently from Sunderland fans.
It's 45,383.
I think that's quite bad. Good, I mean, not bad.
Quite bad. Let's hope there's some noise this time.
Hopefully.
That roker end shocks me half of the time. I just sit there and I'm like, come on, you need to do your job. Like, come on. So
well, the thing is, Brad, that roker end, I've got to give credit for Watford. They did sin.
They did. I'm not going to lie, they did sing for that game. We never stopped singing. We were there for that game. We never stopped. So we'll go we'll go Paul first. So Sunderland versus Luton, Paul, how do you think this is going to play out? Do you think we'll let Luton sit back and have the ball, or do you think we'll be going attacking on them? What do you think will happen?
I don't know, actually, because our home form. And Mowbray doesn't know what's going to happen either, because as you heard, some players didn't train today.
Yes.
Sirkin and Gooch might not be available for the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
That they still might be, because apparently they're training tomorrow.
They could be training tomorrow.
Yeah, but Mowbray's going to find out from the medical team if they're okay to play tomorrow, Saturday. If not, it'll be Tuesday for them too.
We're going to have quite a lot. We're going to have a quite shaky defence on Saturday, and if that happened, very shaky.
And Mowbray said he doesn't know if he's going to push Anderson for his first start.
Potentially,
Of course he isn't.
The only option, that's the only option really, because obviously Sirkin and Gooch is out if that's the case. Obviously, what else are you going to do? You've got
I can think Luke O'Neill back in defence.
O'Neill will play a centre back, but who will play with him? Because obviously Sirkin and Gooch is out, and you've only got like Drayu on the right as well. So who's going to come in beside him? That's the problem. Is Joe Anderson going to make his first start, like Paul said? That's the question. I think he will.
It's up to the Tony Mowbray and
obviously it's up to Mowbray for his selection on Saturday, but we'll leave it down to the manager because the manager knows what he's doing. Score prediction, Paul, for Saturday?
Yeah, well, because I've seen a lot of people say this. You know, I'll take a draw on Saturday.
1-1?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah. Next we can go to, I'll tell you what, we'll go Acacia Cameron Dew because she's at the top next to me. How are you, Acacia? Tell us your thoughts. Do you think Sunderland's going to attack Luton, or do you think Sunderland's going to sit back and let Luton have the ball for most of the game, or half of the game, 5-10 minutes or something like that in the first half?
Well, I think we'll definitely try and get a few goals in this first half. I definitely think we'll win, but obviously when we played Luton back at home in the league, obviously Colton Morris was all over us in the second half. So I'm thinking, hopefully, if obviously we'll just have to wait and see about the news of Sirkin and Gooch tomorrow, see if they can play or on Tuesday, on Saturday and stuff. So we'll just have to wait and see. But I'm hoping, obviously, to get a win. So.
And if you want to get a win, what would your score prediction be?
3-1, but obviously Colton Morris to score once again.
3-1. Interesting. Tell you what, we'll go to T-Boys TV next. Let him have his say in this one. Come on then, Tyler.
So obviously, come out. Obviously, it's one of them where 1 minute we had this team, next minute we had this team, next minute we had this team. Last season we was in that sort of position, on the final day. Obviously, it didn't matter in the end because obviously we won our game. And obviously Middlesbrough, it was Middlesbrough at that time, didn't win theirs. So it helped us secure our place. Looking at it, obviously, it's a bit of a change. And Sunderland were in it for a while, so I was thinking, okay, right, it's going to be them, isn't it? Bang, obviously it was. The one team I didn't actually want. As much as I think every game it would be difficult, it's a sticky one, this one for me. It really is. The fact, like you said there, it's sold out. It's a big stadium, and I mean, big stadium. It's going to be crazy, man. It's going to be crazy. Obviously, we was in this position last season. Obviously, yourselves were as well. Obviously, in League One.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm actually more nervous than I was last season, and I think it's because of where we finished. Obviously, history-wise, third tends to win the playoffs in the Championship. So, it's one of them. But yeah, for me, the way I see this game, if we lose this game, I can't. Even though the second leg's at our ground, I can't see us going through. Because I did a similar thing last season when we played Huddersfield, but obviously we had the first leg at our ground last season, and I said we need to make an advantage of that, because I can't see us, because how good they were last season, they were pretty good. I think they only lost a few at home. I said that, and we saw what happened there. So obviously them times there we were so reliant on Elijah Adebayo as well, which didn't help because obviously he was injured at the time, but that's how I see it, to be honest. But obviously, I look at the whole game the other day. Obviously at 0-0, but we did rotate. A lot of players weren't even on the bench. And it was a lot of our main sort of players. Your Morrises, your Adebayos, your Lockyers, your Nakambas. So they're well rested, and I think Rob Edwards saw obviously who we could potentially get. And see with Sunderland, it's just one of them, isn't it? Where you want to rest them up for even longer because I don't want to sound a bit stupid, but at the same time, it's true, the distance, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's that really.
And apparently you could be out with your key striker, Corey Woodrow, this weekend as well.
Yeah, he's been out for a while now, a couple of weeks. What game did he get injured? I think it was the Reading game, which is annoying because he doesn't start for us, but, he's a good player to come on and obviously try and do something. And to be fair, the games he started before he got injured, he was doing all right. Obviously, he was scored against Rotherham. Another game he come on and got an assist. I think it was Blackpool. So, there's been a few. So it's gutting in that sense. Obviously, we got Joe Taylor, who's a youngster, starting to do some bits. So, yeah, it's interesting. The thing with him, I was more excited than him coming in than Morris because I didn't really know a lot about Morris. And to be fair, Woodrow's actually played for us before. He's one of our own. So he hasn't quite lived up to what I've expected, but he's not been as bad as other players that have come in the past. So it's one of them, really.
Question for you, Taylor, from Lauren Kelly. She says, question for Taylor, who would you have from Sunderland and Luton if you had the chance?
No.
Some quite good, some good players for us as well. So
yeah, I like a lot of your attackers. To be honest, I'd probably go. Do you know what? I've always rated Jack Clark.
No. See what I mean?
I knew that name was going to get mentioned.
This is going to hit me. This is going to fucking hit me.
Head and hands moment.
After what I've heard on Twitter this week, saying that we're going to keep him so that Crystal Palace can get lost and so Brentford can get lost off him.
Do you like Patrick Roberts?
Brad, don't you dare! Don't you dare!
Especially when Lauren's on the chart.
Don't even think about it.
You do, don't you, Tyler? Come on.
To be fair, I haven't seen too much of him, to be honest. So I can't really judge that one. I'm basing it more on players I've seen, to be honest. So yeah, it's one of them.
Like Ahmad as well, to be honest. I like Ahmad myself.
I'm sorry, but the way he took off Man United on his bio, oopsie daisies. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do now?
We are better away from home, says Lauren. So we have the better away form.
Oh, that camera's going a bit dodgy.
Oh, camera's got a bit dodgy there.
Yeah, it loves to do it all the time, mate. You know what I mean? It has its moments.
Yeah, my computer has its moments as well. That's interesting to hear. Other clubs didn't want us in the playoffs.
I was watching a few other clubs. Matt SB Country, he didn't want us in the playoffs. And then, obviously Middlesbrough didn't want us in the playoffs either.
Yeah, Sky Blues fans TV turned around and went, I wouldn't have Sunderland in the playoffs. We've just got
Miles didn't want us.
West Brom didn't even want us in the playoffs either.
I wonder if Jacob actually wanted us.
No, I don't think he wanted us in the playoffs. No chance. No.
Oh, where are we? 2 seconds. Comment section. Right. Did you give a score prediction, Tyler, for this game?
Nah, sorry. I reckon, we love a 1-1. I think the last 4 times we've played, it's been 1-1 4 or 5 times. So I'm going to go with the exact same 1-1 again. And to be fair, our first leg last season was 1-1 as well. So we'll see.
This is going to be interesting.
You know what I mean? So.
For me, what I think is, I think Sunderland will come actually out on attack against Luton, to be honest. I know Luton's got some good physical players, like obviously the legend of the Roma got Sonny Bradley, I think. And they've got...
Well, apparently I saw on Twitter from second tier that Sonny's going to be leaving at the end of the season. Sonny's
leaving. Also, they've got Lockyer, which is really, really good player as well. Glass player. Obviously up front, we've got a threat from Adebayo, and we've got Carlton Morris as well. Really good threat of attack up there as well. But you know what? I think Sunderland will actually break this 1-1 hoodoo. I actually think Sunderland will break this 1-1 hoodoo on Saturday. I'm going to go 2-1 Sunderland.
With the ref we've got?
Yes.
Don't mention it. Don't mention it.
To be honest, when I've checked these records, the last couple of games we have actually won under him. We've won 1-0 down at Norwich. We've won 2-0 against was it Wigan?
Yeah, it was Wigan.
And we've won 2-1 against West Brom at home. No, what was it? Yeah, 2-1 at West Brom away, was it? Was it?
Yeah, 2-1 at West Brom. Yeah, the game that.
2-1 West Brom away as well. So we've had a couple of wins under Tim Robinson recently.
But we had him for Swansea at home, remember, as well.
Yeah, obviously, Luke O'Neill got that red card,
which wasn't good enough. I was fuming at that game. Don't even ask me why.
Yes, what Lewis has just said. He says, I called it all season that Sunderland will make the playoffs.
He always does. You always do it, Lewis.
To be honest, at the start of the season, my dad turned around and says to us this season's going to be quite a dodgy season. And he says, I think he's going to make playoffs as well. That's what he says. He says, look at teams what are in this league. He says that it was an easy make playoffs. And he actually said that Luton were up with a chance as well, but obviously like a small budget club coming from the National League all the way up. Literally the only 3 games just like us from the Premier League. So,
but I was watching obviously the Luton game versus Middlesbrough a few weeks ago, that was a right mad game. That was against Middlesbrough.
Anyone going to Luton on Tuesday? Unfortunately not.
No,
Couldn't get tickets.
The tickets sold out really quick.
Sold out this morning, actually.
We sold out this morning. I am hopefully this season, fingers crossed, if plans are changed or if plans are staying the same, I don't know. But fingers crossed, if we get through to the final, I'm saving £170 up for Wembley, so I can get me coach travel there and back. I can get me dinner down there, and have a nice meal in the pub before stadium, have a couple of drinks.
You mentioned that Bowers actually said to me on the way back from Preston. He actually said to me, Paul, since you've never seen Sunderland at Wembley, are you actually going to go down?
And the question
and I said to him, yes, I will.
And the question is as well, Paul, you know what, you and Michael Bowers were planning on going to the Sunderland Empire that day, weren't you, on the 27th?
Mm-hmm.
He actually got your tickets booked up for that.
Yeah, I'll just get a refund off the Empire.
Get your refund, Paul.
I'm not going to get it yet, just in case.
I can't go with a grand total of 8 points, says Lauren. Oh, bless you.
Yes.
Where are we? Any more questions? Lauren says it's going to be a really tough game. Luton have a lot of physical players, like I've just said before, when all our defenders are injured. We have to be honest. We have to be honest.
Yeah, obviously they've got Colton Morris, the main man who scores goals.
Are you actually coming to the game, Tyler?
No, unfortunately not. No, I didn't manage to get a ticket. So yeah, unfortunately not.
Are you going to the home one, Tyler? At your end, are you going to your home end game?
Again, I don't even know. I know a few people when it comes to obviously home games, so we'll have to see. But yeah, it's not looking great. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Oh.
Obviously, we're here not just to preview one game, but we're here to preview 2 games. We're here to preview Coventry City and Middlesbrough.
Here we go.
Kick up on Sunday afternoon.
Oh.
Tyler can have his say on this one as well, to be honest, if he wants. So, Coventry are in 5th place, just in front of us. Borough, of an instance, are in 4th place. Very tight game. Obviously, it ended 1-1 on Monday at Middlesbrough Stadium. Obviously, Cameron Archer scoring the goal in the 55th minute, something like that. And I don't know who scored for Coventry. I need to check again. I'll check another day. I could be back tonight. So, Paul, Coventry City versus Middlesbrough. How do you think this one's going to plan out? I ask you all the tough questions, don't I?
You do. I may as well change my name to tough question. Oh no, he's typing. Oh no. Oh no. I know what he's typing.
Oh god.
I don't know, to be honest, what to expect from this because, as you said, Coventry actually drew 1-1 with Middlesbrough, which, to be honest, was down at Preston. Actually, I actually was keeping an eye out, actually, on this game and Blackburn's game as well. I was like, come on, just do us a favour from somewhere.
Victor Gyökeres and Chuba Akpom, hands down to the best strikers in the league. No debate, can say 1-1 or 2-1 either way. Gustavo Haber scored a goal for Coventry against Borough. Well, interesting. And actually, I think he likes Sunderland as his second team, though, as he says Sunderland take over everywhere they go.
Yes, Lewis.
I think Sunderland's his second team. So, for Coventry Middlesbrough, score prediction, did you say? Did you say one or did you not say one?
This one, I'm going to go 1-1.
1-1 draw. Keisha, what do you think?
Well, obviously, you know what I think of Coventry because I've mentioned one of their players before who I absolutely hate.
Kyle McFadzean.
Kyle McFadzean. Well, obviously, I can't hate him because he's from Sheffield himself, so I'm going to have to be nice about him this time. So obviously, I think Kyle's going to get a yellow or red card this time, hopefully. He's a right bad player. He's been mad this season and bad at the same time. I think obviously Gokares, he's a really good player for Coventry this season. He's been amazing, like scoring goals for them. Obviously, when I was down at Coventry when we played them, he scored against us. When they had that penalty. So I'm saying 3-3.
Oh, that is tight. 3-3.
I'm saying Cameron Archer gets 2 and then Akpom gets 1.
I thought you were going to say that. Right the way around. Tyler, what's your thoughts on this one? Coventry, Middlesbrough?
Similar to what I said in a sense with when I was talking about Luton last season in their first leg, where I feel, they needed to win to really, have a chance of going through. I think it's similar for Coventry against Middlesbrough. To be honest, obviously I did play just literally on Monday. Obviously it was a 1-1. I think Coventry need to win, really. They need to make advantage of their game at home. If they're to have any chance for me. It's not that I see them definitely losing away at Middlesbrough. It's a difficult place to go. It's a difficult place to go. And I can see them maybe drawing, but not quite winning. So for me, they need to get a result. I'm going to go 2-1 Coventry.
2-1 Cov. No worries.
Yeah.
For me, obviously, 2 good strikers in this week. We've got Victor Gyökeres and obviously we've got Chuba Akpom as well. 2 great strikers in this week. I'm going to say 2-2. I see this game being a draw, and it's actually going to be quite a tough game as well. Obviously, for positioning, so I'm saying 2-2.
Yeah, and I'm going to say Coventry will get a penalty as well. Gyökeres will take the penalty for them.
I like the very accurate saying there, I guess, yeah. So, obviously, we're going to go back to Luton versus Sunderland now because obviously this is what we're here for. So, Sunderland's form in the last 5 games, they have 1-1, draw 1, 1-1, drawing 1, 1-1. For Luton, it's been draw 1, 1-1, draw 1, 1-1. So, Sunderland's won an extra game and they've actually drawn less games than Luton. So, that's a question as well. What do you see this? Obviously, let's have a look at the goals for and goals against. Luton's had 57 goals for and 39 against, which isn't that bad, to be honest. Whereas Sunderland's had 68 goals for and 55 goals against, so conceded more goals than them as well. So this is the most worrying part coming into this game as well on Saturday. I've got no words really. I think this one's going to be quite tight. That's all I've got to say. I think it's going to be 2-1 Sunderland, obviously on the home leg. What I've said before. Goal scorers. We're going to mention the goal scorers are going to be for Sunderland and Luton. Well, I think goal scorers are going to come from. I'm going to say Ahmad, and I'm going to say Gelhardt will get one down up here as well. And for Luton, I'm going to say Carlton Morris. We're going to go for Luton. And obviously, the next fixture is obviously 2 seconds. I want to put it in the thing because. So the next one is obviously the reverse fixture on Tuesday night. Luton Town versus Sunderland at their ground now.
8 o'clock kickoff.
So 8 o'clock kickoff on a Tuesday night, and Sunderland will be getting home till about God knows what time, 10 o'clock. It'll
Probably fly down.
See about 3:30, 4 in the morning by the time you get home and whatnot gets settled. So Luton Town versus Sunderland, this second leg, this is going to be entertaining. That's all I've got to say. 1,032 Sunderland fans making their way at Kenilworth Road on Tuesday night. Thank you everyone for your support this season as well, for travelling distances such as Preston, North End, Wigan, all the other teams in the Championship as well, such as Sheffield United as well. So, Luton Town versus Sunderland, Paul. What do you think this one's going to be like down at their ground? Do you think it's going to be a different scenario, or do you think it's going to be the same? What do you think?
I think it'll be totally different. The way our away form is,
It's been class.
yeah, it has been. I actually think we'll beat this second leg. I think we'll do it. I'm actually going to go 2-1 to Sunderland.
2-1 Sunderland, the same scoreline as the Sheffield Wednesday away game last season. Wonder if Patrick Roberts is going to score this time. Acacia, top right, will go this time. What do you think this game's going to be like? Do you think we'll win this game?
I don't really know, to be honest, because obviously we've been brilliant away from home, like Paul said this season. Obviously, me and Paul were down at Preston, and that was a good game, like amazing, like we said. So, yeah, I think we're gonna win this time away. So I'm saying 3-2 to us.
3-1 at home, you're saying 3-2, so you all think we're going to win 6-3 on aggregate. Is that what you think?
Yeah, I'm going to say, obviously, Ahmad, Paddy, for Lauren, and Jack Clark.
And Paul, you said 1-1 for home and 2-1 for away, didn't you? So that's 1-1, 2-1. You're saying we'll win, what's that? 1-1, I need to get my calculator out. 1-1. 2-1. That's 3-2 you're saying on aggregate. Yep. Obviously, Luton fan, T-Boys TV, what are you thinking, Taylor?
Well, see, change of grounds, you know what I mean? Not how we go from the
change of ground, indeed.
Pros, you know what I mean? Atmosphere, God, I can't speak. Atmosphere still going to be booming, as we know. Obviously, at home, you know, at the start of the season, you know, we are very poor. And then as the season's gone on, I think it's ever since that we beat Blackburn 2-0. I think we just kicked on. Majority of results at home were good. Obviously, it's a midweek. Do you know what I mean? It's a midweek. Depending on what we do, obviously, on Saturday, like I said, for me, if we lose on Saturday, I think as much as it is at our ground, I think it's going to be difficult. If we draw, I'm confident. If we win, I'm even more confident. But, you know, if I had to say right now, I'd probably back us to do it. I'd back us to do it narrowly. I think it will be a very tight game. 2-1 to Luton.
2-1 to Luton, so that's 1-1, 2-1. So that's you're saying it's going to be 3-2 on aggregate as well to you, so instead of Sunderland.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff. For me, for this leg, Luton Town versus Sunderland, Kenilworth Road is a very, very hard place to go. Obviously, to get a win. Luton Town has been playing well all season, really, at home. Under their new manager, Soupy Robbie Edwards, apparently some Luton fans like to call him. Apparently, he's from Watford. He came in from Watford to Luton. My score prediction
he knows now he made the right decision. You know what I mean? He's even thrown a few digs at them, so I prefer not to speak. You know what I mean? That sort of thing.
Yeah. And by the way, I'm thinking I said 1-1 at the home. No, I didn't. I said 2-1 to Sunderland at home, didn't I? You know, I'm actually saying 2-1 away as well. I think we'll win 2-1 down there as well. So that's 2-1, 2-4, 4-2 on aggregate to me for Sunderland. I think Sunderland's actually going to make it to Wembley. I'm sorry, Tyler, but I think Sunderland's going to make it all the way to either place Borough or Coventry in the final. Obviously, if Sunderland win Luton, I'll be booking hotels up and getting stuff sorted for going down there. So, yeah, interesting how a semi-final can go, can't it? Obviously, last season when we played Sheffield Wednesday, we won 1-0 at home. Obviously, Ross Stewart with that goal at home, and obviously 2-1 away as well. I remember very well. Goals from Patrick Roberts, and I think was it who scored away, Paul, against Sheffield Wednesday?
It was well, obviously when Wednesday were at home, it was Lee Craig, right?
Yeah, but who scored for us? It was Patrick Roberts, but who else scored?
Wasn't it Jack Clark?
No, it wasn't. Was it? Yeah, it was. Was it? No, Jack Clark did he did the assist for Paddy Roberts. So it was. Hang on, let me get it up. Hang on.
No, it was just Patrick Roberts who. It was just Patrick Roberts who scored for Sunderland. It was 2-1 they won on aggregate. It wasn't 2-1 the final score. It was 2-1 they won on aggregate. Home and away.
Well, you know what I'm thinking, Brad, because I said to Bowers, actually on the way back, I actually said to him, Diallo is actually going to take us to Wembley.
I think he's going to carry us to Wembley. Yeah, I think he's going to carry us and actually win down there as well. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Obviously,
we're all going to sing his name.
Yeah, we're going to sing our hearts out against Luton, aren't we, guys? Mm-hmm. Come on, aren't we?
Oh yes. I will be on Saturday. I'll have no voice.
Honestly, I won't have no voice on Saturday either, as I'll be at the match, but I'll be in a different stand this time.
Guess what now, Keisha? 80th party's been cancelled and I couldn't get a ticket to go because it was sold out by 12 o'clock. I actually was on the Sunderland website getting tickets as well, but you know what? It's sold out when I put 2 in my basket. It was actually sold out.
You know, I like what the club is doing for Tuesday. People that kind of go to the game, the club is actually showing the game in Quinn Sports Bar on Tuesday night.
Fair play to them as well. Who has done that? Fair play. I think it would have been
That'd be KLD, that.
Yeah, Kirill would have done that, definitely. So, did you want Sunderland in the playoffs this season, Paul? Because quite a few people say that.
Oh, here we go. Here we go, Brad. I knew you would say this. Well, to put it this way, when the season started, I was like, I didn't know if we were going to make them, but I'm actually pleased that we have. And the work Tony Mowbray has done this season.
He's been outstanding.
He's been amazing.
What about you, Acacia? Did you want us in the playoffs this season?
Well, obviously, I wanted us in the playoffs, but I wanted us to play either. Obviously, I wanted us to play either Coventry again, back at home, and obviously Middlesbrough to beat them once again.
Okay. What about, you said you didn't want Sunderland in the playoffs, didn't you, Tyler, at the start?
Yeah, I just know it's going to be a sticky game, man. I just know it's going to be one of them.
For me,
let me guess, you wanted Millwall, Tyler.
Like I said, any game we would, anyone we would have got would have been difficult. Millwall again would have been, for me, I don't know, they have their bottling, thing, but still it would have been difficult. A lot of times we played them, both times we played them this season, it was a draw. 2-2 and 0-0. It's difficult. I mean, if I had to pick one, like I said, they would have all still been difficult, but I'd probably say Cov. I know they've got a few good players, but I think overall we've got enough to get it past them. But it'd still be very difficult. So, yeah, it's one of them.
Yeah, it is indeed. And that joke what I made about Luton, that bit of banter joke what I made about them saying that they've got a tin pot ground. Taylor was actually going to kill us. Actually, just joking, kind of.
Throwing shots, I was like, whoa.
Be nice, Brad. Be nice.
Couldn't believe it.
He could say something about our ground as well, but be nice.
Well, I actually seen this afternoon, can Luton play in the Premier League at Kenilworth Road, or do we need a bigger stadium? That's what I actually seen on BBC Sport this afternoon.
Yeah, well, we can play in it. We've just got to extend something or something.
Look at Bournemouth. They're playing at the Vitality, and them are not good either. That stadium's not good either.
Exactly.
So you can easily extend what you've just said.
Exactly.
Basically. So don't forget, guys, that I haven't announced this yet, but I will be on T-Boys TV channel tomorrow evening as he previews Sunderland versus Luton himself with myself. So join us for that one. Obviously, I won't be on Amp's channel, unfortunately, so I'll be telling them it's cancelled because I'll be joining this young lad down here. Wrong way. That one. Yeah. Oh, gosh. And don't forget to subscribe to his channel as well, T-Boys TV. Get him up to as many subs as you can. Same with me as well, really. I'm in the same situation with subscribers. I'm only on 269 at the moment, but we'll get there eventually in the end. Hoping to get to 300 subs. We're only 31 away from 300. Please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much indeed. The amount of effort I've put into this channel, you don't need to know, guys. It's been sensational, the amount of effort we've put into this channel.
You know what? I'm actually looking forward to the new flag display that the club's actually put with Spirit 37 for Saturday.
Yeah. I'm actually impressed as well in that. But anyway, it's not just me who's created this channel. It's the whole team that's created this channel as well, and I appreciate you all for joining this channel, because if it wasn't for you guys, then this channel wouldn't even exist. So I appreciate everyone who's joined this channel so far this season, including away guests such as Blackburn Overseas, Coventry guests from Sky Blues Fans TV. Thank you for making your time as well, such as Miles Cadden, Ken, what's his second name? I can't remember his second name. Ken. Yeah, just give a shout out to Ken. Jacob Ward as well, especially from Blackburn. Shout out to him. Alex from Blackburn, he was on the other night when we were doing a preview for the playoffs with Paul and Jaden from Blackburn, West Brom, sorry. And a shout out to Luton's Town's YMT Boys TV as well for coming on, making his 5th appearance of the channel this season. It's been absolutely phenomenal this season with him on as well. So,
Lee Charles from Blackpool.
Lee Charles from Blackpool, he won't be happy that he's relegated, but
he's not. I spoke to him the other day. He's not happy.
Huddersfield Town as well. I can't remember that lad.
Ryan. Was it Ryan?
Ryan. We can't forget him as well. So this channel comes to an end this season, guys. Well, hopefully it doesn't come to an end, because obviously we've got Coventry or Middlesbrough in the final if we get through. So fingers crossed for that one. We'll be doing a preview for the final as well. And hopefully this is the time to do a match vlog while I'm at Wembley, hopefully. Fingers crossed, because it's going to be great. Atmosphere again in front of 45,000 Sunderland fans down at Wembley, hopefully again like last season. So, for me, for Acacia Cameron Jude,
see you later.
For Paul Wilson, the tough question man.
See you later.
And for T-Boys TV, he likes his cups of tea. Take care, everybody. Have a fun night. Quick video will be loading up for fan cams as well next season, so here it is.
Sunderland 2, Middlesbrough 0. Goals from Ahmad and Ross Stewart. And now we're going to try and get some fans to get their reactions on the game.
Right, I'm with Dave, the Riv.
Yeah.
Dave, what do you reckon of the game today?
It was a good game. I'm buzzing and I'm on the high. And Tony Mowbray has had his Java cakes that he's been eating. He's had a pint of drink. He's been on high. I had a good game. Yeah, like, again, we need to keep it up. We need to keep on winning and that. And I'm singing. Ross Stewart scored and singing scored and all that. Yeah, though, yeah. That's a good game.
Were you singing in the stadium then?
Yeah. Tony Mowbray is having his Java cakes. Yeah, get the way on.
So who's your favourite player today then? Who stood out for you?
Ross Stewart. I like Ross Stewart. Oh, heaven is a place on earth. Oh, sure, where there's a place on earth.
So Russia is the place on earth, you heard it here. So Dave, do you reckon that was the best result coming back from Swansea?
We'll keep it up. We'll go Fulham next week. Fulham in the FA Cup next week. Or we've got to beat them. I'm concentrating on the league and the cup.
Are you going down or are you watching at home?
Watching it on the telly.
Watching on the telly, aye. Are you going to be singing at home then, cheering the lads on?
I'll be singing Tony Mowbray having his Jaffa cakes.
Aye. Alright then, okay.
Is Sean up there?
No, but I think it is, okay. Have a good one, okay? See you later, pal.
Sean up there?